we elect someone to represent us in government, it is reasonable to have the expectation that they will be prepared for the challenges ahead and have the qualifications to do the job. But sometimes that turns out not to be true, and when that happens, then we have to be willing to make changes. Our current commissioner is a nice person and means well, but she was not up to the job. On numerous occasions, Linda had trouble grasping the complex budget issues in Hollywood, and that's understandable, as she had no experience with large budgets. But we cannot continue on this path. This example might have been the worst. In 2011, Hollywood had a $38 million deficit, and she said then, and has repeated many times, that she was surprised. Surprised? When a commissioner says that they are surprised that the budget is $38 million in debt, more than 10% of the total budget, it's time to make changes. Let's think back to that time. In 2009 or 2010 or 11, were you aware that your property values were down? Well, of course you were. And while all the news indicated that the economy was in a downturn, you surely noticed that you had less money to spend, or it wasn't buying as much. And here's the memorandum from the city manager from 6 months before that clearly warns her of the upcoming budget deficits. But she was surprised that the city was short $38 million. Hollywood, we must do better. Ed Holodak has the right skill set to lead Hollywood. Ed has 3 college degrees, all with honors, including computer science and mathematics, and Hollywood's math hasn't been adding up. Ed will do the math to get your property taxes down. Hollywood has the second highest tax rate in any city in Broward County and a $347 million budget. So it's time for a community leader with a business acumen to solve our problems. Ed runs his own law firm, so he'll be a strong leader to help clean up Hollywood's legal woes and stop developers from taking your tax dollars for their failed projects. The independent editorial board of the Sun Sentinel has recommended Ed Holodak over Linda and one other challenger. Here's in part what they had to say. Holodak, 50, wants to bring a business attitude to running a city, which certainly needs to get its economic house in order, particularly following last year's budget crisis, which led to a rancorous, divisive election on pension reforms. He also wants to rework the budget into a more streamlined, easily understood document. Let me finish with this. We need Ed Holodak on the Hollywood City Commission because we can't afford higher taxes, and because Hollywood, we can do better. Please remember to vote for Ed Holodak for the Hollywood City Commission, page 3 on your ballot. Because Hollywood, we will do better.
I'm Ed Holodak, and I approve this message.